Hello and welcome to episode 50 of the Fish Tank. I'm just recording this before I jet off to a press conference to sign a new contract, which has been a last-minute replacement for a special planned episode of Jurassic Fish Tank, which has got to be cancelled because my agent decided to call a press conference instead. He's actually scheduled it for the middle of the Fish Tank. Very annoying, but we will be able to show you footage of it. So as I say, Fish Tank is 50 today, so I've managed to get to 50, unlike when I played cricket, and I'm apparently the only person to get to 50 slower than Jeffrey Boycott. But there you go. So it's time for Apology of the Week now. And on last week's show, it was presumed that I broke into Jimbo's house, which is, of course, not true. I'm not a burglar or not a bad lad at all. I was just paying him a very friendly visit, and he enjoyed me calling in to see him, as you would do, presumably. And it's all been resolved thanks to the police. And talking about the police, in episode 28, I sat on top of a tank, and if you can see the headline there, it says Chapeltown tank does a Copperfield. I mentioned this in episode, I think it was 44 and 45, about the tank going missing. Apparently, no one's got any idea where it's gone. I know it's camouflaged, so it could still be there, but no one can see it. But I know it's a bit of a dodgy one. If you have any ideas, please ring Look Local on 0114 238 1100. This number will be coming up across the bottom of the screen as well. Possibly, I don't know. We might be able to sort that one out for you. And report it to the newspaper because they're quite concerned about it. Get a lot of publicity, then people might start watching the Fish Tank because I was one of the last people to be seen on it. But anyway, now it's time for my press conference, so I've got to dash off. So I'll see you in a bit. I've got to sort of make myself look smart. So see you in a bit. Bye.
Hello everyone, my name's Izzy Mental, and thanks for gathering here today. I'm Mr.Tanks' agent, and I've been sat down this week, and with Jimbo Studios, managed to negotiate a lucrative contract for him to do more episodes of the Fish Tank, obviously, for the forthcoming year. I've gathered here today to ask you questions. However, I can't accept questions about the missing tank in Chapeltown, as my client was the last person to be seen on it, and that is currently a police matter, so we'll deal with that at a later date. So can I please introduce my client, Mr. Tank?
Thanks for the sound of the one and the clap. Okay,
can we have the first question just over there, thanks, yeah.
I'm here on behalf of Panorama. What do you say to the allegations that Sam Allardyce is going to take over from you on the Fish Tank? Yes, it was suggested that when Sam Allardyce left Newcastle that he might take up a helm at the Fish Tank. However, it can be confirmed I'm going to carry on doing the Fish Tank and not Big Sam, or as he prefers to be now known, Jobless Sam. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware, I'm not going to Newcastle either. I'll just point that one out. I'm led to believe they're after Harry Redknapp. So, having gone for Sam Allardyce
they had a word with me as well.
Did they?
They come to me first.
What about you being manager?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Didn't realise you could manage a football team. Struggle to manage me. So, yes, they first went for Big Sam, who was someone who probably could have got the England job had it not been for the fact he was involved in some dodgy transfers. And instead, they're now apparently going for Harry Redknapp, who probably could have got the England job, but he was involved in quite a few dodgy transfers.
Next question, just over there, yeah. Yeah, cheers.
I'm here on behalf of which product? What's your opinion on product placement? Right, in terms of product placement...
can I just answer this question for my client, please? We are actually against product placement, but specifically we're more against products that make a small human being, like myself, look even smaller. Like this tin here of Heinz baked beans. So
Heinz, no one makes beans like Heinz. Can I have those? Actually, they're lovely.
Yeah, you can take these home if you want.
Oh, cheers. Thanks. I'll enjoy them.
Take them home later.
Yeah, I'll have them. Part of the contract.
Next question. Yeah, just over there. Yeah, you.
I'm here on behalf of Zoo magazine. A man was recently killed in America in a zoo by a lion. Yes. What's your opinion on zoos? I've been to the zoo many times. I did hear about the incident that happened in America. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. As I say, I quite enjoy going to the zoo. You know, obviously there are some dangerous animals there. But the last time I went to a zoo, there was just one animal there. It was a dog. It was a Shih Tzu. And there should have been some snakes there. But the pit that the snakes stayed in got totally filled in with concrete, and all the snakes complained. They said they didn't have a pit to hiss in.
Yes, next question. Yeah, you with the paintbrush, just down there, yeah.
I'd just like to know who designed the sign behind you. I quite like it.
Yes, the sign, of course. That one's designed by Mark Spate. Used to present Smart on CBBC, hence it not been to its best qualities. I suppose he's got more in his mind at the moment, and there are allegations that he may have took a couple of dodgy substances. I mean, I personally speaking thought that a lot of his work on Smart was abstract. Nowadays, it actually seems that it was actually a genuine attempt.
Yep, just down at the front here. Yeah, thanks.
As a recent survey says that only half of men can actually put shelves up. Can you put shelves up, Mr. Tank?
Yes, I do appreciate it's something of a tricky thing to do. To be honest, I do struggle myself to put shelves up. I did have to recently try and put some shelves up, and I wasn't sure how to do it. I did actually have to go to a library and request assistance and request a book. I said to the librarian, have you got any books on shelves? As a result, she pointed out every single book that they got, and that, quite frankly, was no help at all.
Not very good service.
Very poor, I'll be honest.
Anyway, I'm sorry we can't take any more questions at the moment. Unfortunately, we're in the middle of the fish tank at the moment, and we have here the contract, the lucrative contract. I've sat down with Jimbo Studios, worth a matter of pounds and pence. This contract, so very lucrative.
Pence, actually.
Well, you know, and a tin of Heinz baked beans.
Yep. Don't make things like Heinz.
If you'd just like to sign on the dotted line here, Chris, and that this will ensure that we're with the fish tank.
Hang on, I'm just gonna read through the small print first. This is quite an important matter for me. Thank you. Oh, you've all gone. What's happened?
Well, it's probably because it took so long.
Well, I've got to read it through, haven't
Right, yeah. Thank you.
I? Thank you. I'll see you next year. So, that was the news conference. I'm now contracted to do more shows. And it's now time for the Slabometer. So I'd like on the show. I'd like Martin Corrie and Lawrence Dallaglio, two England flankers and number 8s, rugby union players, just in case you're wondering. Jimbo was looking a bit confused then. Yeah, they've retired from international sport. I quite like to get them on the show. Rugby players, great men. Particularly remember Lawrence Dallaglio in the 2003 World Cup final, and Martin Corrie, who led England in match against New Zealand at Twickenham. Both put in phenomenal efforts there, and two great men. So it's, I mean, I think the phenomenal rugby players always do well for the country, and put in a lot of effort. So it's time for Headline of the Week, which is about part-time thug, part-time football player Joey Barton, which is it's from the BBC News teletext. It says, Barton released after Boxing Day fight. So perhaps he took the meaning of the day a little bit too literally, but of course, as a football player, he's better than any rugby players because he gets paid more. So there you go, in my opinion. And it's time also for Quote of the Week, which comes from Mr. Peter Levy, who presents Look North for the BBC. And he says, the man who killed Jill Dando wins his appeal against his conviction. Well, if he's won his appeal against his conviction, then he might not have actually killed her. Just to point out, because, you know, you can't just say he's killed her. Yeah, it's a little bit harsh, I'd say, to accuse him outright, especially when he's won his appeal. So could get himself in a lot of hot water there. I don't mean have a bath. Just metaphorical hot water. So that's it. That's the end of the first 50 shows, the end of Series 5.
Fish, I've organised a celebrity football match for you. He's involved in a celebrity football match at this football ground. You're the referee, you're not playing.
Oh, right, thanks. Good God. I thought we were going to have to play football then. Right, no, just hang on. That's the end of Series 5, but don't worry. Series 6 is going to start next week, so that's something to look forward to. The end of Series 6. Goodbye.